Yeah, here. It's that time again, fellas. Oh man, this has been a crazy stretch of a month for pay-per-views. Had three of them, three full pay-per-views: Royal Rumble, the TNA Against All Odds pay-per-view, and the Elimination Chamber. Hell of a month. You know what I got? You know what I bring to you guys? I bring you guys spoilers. I tell you what I think is going to happen in the match predictions, storylines, what I think is going to happen from this point on with each of the characters in the matches. So, for anybody who may be new or just visiting the video, interested in wrestling, please make sure you subscribe because I do this on a normal basis. Anyway, let me get into this match. The Raw Elimination Chamber. Uh, the participants in this match, we got The Miz, R-Truth, what's this guy's name? Kofi Kingston, uh, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, Chris Jericho. I believe I got them all in there. Now, first thing I'm going to say is I think that having two different elimination chambers is hindering the product. It's hindering the product. And the reason I say that is because there's not enough heavyweights healthy right now. It's overblown with heavyweights doing this whole thing because you know a mid-carder is not going to come into this elimination chamber and win the match, so you can just write them off. It just takes away. Now, if they just combine the elimination chamber, say 3 from SmackDown, 3 from Raw, it'll leave a lot more spots open for singles matches, tag team matches. You know, it'll give guys a chance to actually shine and progress and get into the main event level. But you just, I mean, 6 heavyweights? No. And you'll understand what I mean when I do the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. You'll understand exactly what I'm saying by they're doing way too much with this, and there should only be one. But I'm gonna tell you guys about this one right here. Right off the bat, we're gonna count Kofi Kingston out of it. He's not gonna win this thing. He's not main event. He's not heavyweight. Not heavyweight. I'm not talking about in weight, but you know he's not a heavyweight contender. He's none of that. You know he's thrown in there because they have to fill spots. And once you have to fill spots in an elimination chamber match, that tells you that you're oversaturating it. You're doing way too much by having 2 different ones. Miz, he's been getting buried lately. I don't know if anybody caught it. And I'm surprised because even though they've been burying him so much, they actually gave him a great push at the Royal Rumble, which was surprising to me as CM Punk just stays there. I actually tried to jump off the top of the thing, but they would not let me jump. Anyway, yeah, they gave him a great push at the Royal Rumble. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it was a mistake or what, but they really gave him a hell of a push. I think that they should bump him back down to mid-card. Sorry, can't do it. I believe that Kofi Kingston is in this elimination chamber because Del Rio is still hurt. He's gonna be coming back real soon. And even with that, it's still too much. It's still too much. Having 2 elimination chambers is too much. But I digress. Let me get on into Dolph Ziggler. Ever since his feud with CM Punk has come to an end, because they have to build up CM Punk and Chris Jericho for WrestleMania, Dolph Ziggler, one of the best wrestlers in WWE, I'm not saying he's the best, one of the best wrestlers in WWE, he's taken a huge backseat. I mean, they've just put him on the back burner. I don't think he's won any matches since. It's almost as if they're burying him a little bit. They're not even letting him look good. He's getting increased mic time, but you know, it's like they've completely taken him out of the spotlight as if he was never there. R-Truth, what can I say about it? You know he's not going to win. You know, he's there for a comedic effort or whatever I can call it. You know he's not going to win. So let's just say that. The Miz and R-Truth will probably end this match to continue their feud, their little rivalry, and to build on the storyline through the Elimination Chamber. I can completely understand that. And I don't know if you guys noticed because I'm doing all the talking and, you know, I don't know if you're looking at the match, but as soon as Jericho came out of that tripod, I went to work on his behind. Like, I ain't even let him get in the ring. Just beating the holy crap out of him. Now, this brings me into CM Punk and Chris Jericho. All of this is to, you know, pad the stats and build a storyline for WrestleMania. Everybody's seen it coming. We all saw it coming before Jericho even returned. We all knew that, you know, they were going to be building toward WrestleMania. So you know that the winner of this match is going to come down to those two. Now, I believe I don't have a prediction for this one. It really can go either way with Chris Jericho or CM Punk, and I'll tell you why. I could tell you why Chris Jericho could possibly win, and I'll tell you why CM Punk can possibly win. Now, they can have Jericho win, just to have the rematch happen at WrestleMania. Now, have Jericho win, and Jericho's parading around like, I told you he wasn't the best in the world, and yada yada yada. You know, the whole Jericho stint, as he does. Or they, you know, and at WrestleMania, of course, CM Punk will win. Or they'll have, you know, CM Punk and Chris Jericho as the final two in this match. They'll put on a hell of a match, and from there, you know, it'll be like, oh, it was too close. We got to have another fight at WrestleMania. Everybody loved it. We got to have another match at WrestleMania. And it'll go either one of those two ways. Nobody else is getting their hands on a championship belt. Now, I believe CM Punk is going to win because if they want to bring prestige back to the titles, they can't, like CM Punk said, they playing hot potatoes with the titles is over. You have to have prestige with the title. You have to have a champion that's not just willy-nilly, here's your title, here's your title, here's the title, you know, just switching hands all crazy, because it's like you can't take it seriously anymore. Just like the Intercontinental title, it was being thrown around so much they pretty much wrote it off. They gave it to Santino Marella. I mean, woof. But right now, Cody Rhodes has brought a lot of prestige back to that title, and if somebody takes it off, it's going to be an accomplishment. Anyway, I got a couple more minutes to talk about the feud with CM Punk and Jericho. I'm going to say this. I told you guys months ago that Chris Jericho was pretty much going to troll everybody. He wasn't going to say anything. And when he did, he was going to call everybody mindless sheep and do the whole thing that he does. I called it. He actually, if you go back to the video, it's called CM Punk and Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. I actually said what he was going to say verbatim, and he repeated what I said. I don't know if Chris Jericho... Alright, I'm lying. He's not watching the video, but it almost seemed as if he was watching my video. He said exactly what I said he was going to say. It's crazy how that happened. And I love what they did with CM Punk. When CM Punk pretty much upstaged him, came out, didn't say a word. Everybody's chanting his name, CM Punk, CM Punk. He raises the title, let the title do the talking, said nothing, turned his back, and dared Chris Jericho to hit him. Chris Jericho ain't want no parts of it. CM Punk smirked, left, threw the title back in the air. That was easily one of the best upstages, you know, that they could have at this time. Is building on to the storyline. And then, you know, when they had the whole thing with the why, you know, having each player, why are we going to win, why are we going to win, and CM Punk is pretty much ignoring Chris Jericho. Great stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys are looking forward to the pay-per-view. This is my prediction, and of course I will be back after the pay-per-view with my review of the entire pay-per-view and what I predict is going to be going on for WrestleMania going forward. Alright, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Throw that like at it if you like it. Or even if you don't like it. I don't give a damn.